We created our bouncing ball, we had to do something called creating a graphic symbol. We double-clicked on the ball, we went to the Modify menu and chose Convert to Symbol. We gave the symbol a name, ball, and then we chose a graphic as the type from the three options there. What we're going to do in our lesson today is learn about the three different options. Before we can decipher between the three types of symbols, it's important to understand what symbols even are. Symbols are basically containers for animation on the stage. They have their own timelines with their own animations. They can be placed and moved all over the project once you create them. They're stored in the library, and most importantly, you can create instances or copies of your symbols for reuse over and over and over. The two types of symbols that most often get confused are movie clips and graphics. Movie clips are great for illustrations in your project, or graphics that don't have a ton of animation attached to them. They don't give you a ton of options, you can't control them too well, and they can't be exported to a video file, which can be a huge problem. They can, however, have filters applied to them that can be really fun, like drop shadows, blurs, and glows. For this reason, we try to remember that movie clips are strictly for illustration. Graphic symbols are what we're going to be using the most. They're the best for creating your actual animations. They give you a lot more control of them, and they can be exported to video. The easiest way to distinguish between the two types of symbols is to remember that graphics are for animation and movie clips are for illustration. This animation we're looking at here has an example of a movie clip and a graphic. The background, the blue sky, the green grass, the white clouds, and the little flower, those were made using a movie clip. There's not a ton of animation going on in the background, it's just sliding from one side of the screen to the other. The man walking, there's a lot of animation involved in him. He's got bending elbows, bending knees, his legs are moving, his arms are swinging. He was created using a graphic symbol. This is another great example using both graphic symbols and movie clips. In the background, we have a movie clip. The background is just sliding from the bottom of the screen to the top, and it has a really cool color filter applied to it. The video game in the middle of the screen was created using a graphic symbol. It has a lot more detail, a lot more animation involved. As long as you keep reminding yourself graphic for animation and movie clip for illustration, you'll be fine. The last type of symbol that we have available is a button. We won't be using too many buttons in this course, but buttons work exactly the way they sound. They are symbols created to initiate an event, just like a real-life button. If you press a button on an elevator, the elevator goes up or down. If you press a button in an animation, it causes another thing to happen in your animation.